Inter Miami, led by Lionel Messi, drew with Toronto FC, missing a key opportunity to move closer to the supporters' shield. In MLS regular season play, Inter Miami drew 1-1 with Toronto FC on Saturday at BMO Field. With Lionel Messi starting, the Herons aim to extend their three-game winning streak and move closer to securing the top spot in the Western Conference and a second consecutive supporters' shield after their dominant win over New York City FC, in which Messi scored a brace and recorded an assist. Javier Mascherano's squad traveled to Canada looking to continue their momentum. Miami struck first before halftime, taking the early lead. Late in the first half, Jordi Alba delivered a cross from the left that found Tadeo Allende at the far post, who outmuscled his defender and tapped the ball into the net for a 1-0 lead. In the second half, Toronto FC responded, with Djordje Mihailovic scoring the equalizer to secure a 1-1 draw. The result is a setback for Inter Miami in their bid to win a second consecutive supporters' shield, as the team had been in position to claim the title by winning all of its remaining matches. Miami remains third in the Western Conference with 56 points. Philadelphia Union lead the standings with 60 points and a game in hand, meaning the Herons no longer control their own destiny in the race for the supporters' shield this season. Inter Miami are in the midst of a challenging 7-game stretch, having won 3 of their first 5 matches while losing 1 and drawing another. Next up, the Herons will face back-to-back home games against the Chicago Fire and New England Revolution at Chase Stadium to close out this demanding run. The regular season will conclude with 2 final matches, hosting Atlanta United on October 11th, followed by a trip to Nashville on October 18th. Miami's primary goal remains capturing the supporters' shield, but if that falls out of reach, the team will aim to finish as high as possible in the standings to secure home field advantage for the playoffs. Inter Miami and Toronto FC face off in a crucial MLS showdown. With a playoff spot secured, the Herons arrive to the game without the usual pressure, leaving Lionel Messi's participation in question. For that reason, fans eagerly await updates on the Argentine star's status. Inter Miami defied the odds by reversing their fortunes in the MLS. Despite enduring a losing streak and dealing with key player absences, they clinched a playoff spot with a decisive victory against New York City. Today, the Herons face Toronto FC without the usual must-win pressure, having already secured a berth in the league's second phase. Lionel Messi's potential participation remains uncertain, adding intrigue for fans closely monitoring his status. Lionel Messi, fresh from a match untainted by injury or penalties, is in plain shape to take the field today against Toronto FC. For that reason, Javier Mascherano will likely feature the Argentine star in the starting lineup once again. As the season advances, the veteran star is not only the essential playmaker and scorer for the Herons, but also leads the race for his first MLS Golden Boot, outpacing rivals Dennis Bouanga and Sam Surridge. Although the Herons have already secured their place in the MLS Cup playoffs, they cannot afford complacency, as a defeat today might trigger a slump and jeopardize their momentum in the second half of the season. For this reason, head coach Javier Mascherano will aim to field his best lineup. However, he could also make strategic adjustments during the game to control the playing time of his top stars. With this in mind, Toronto will line up as follows: Sean Johnson, Kosi Thompson, Sigurd Rosted, Raul Petretta, Richie Laryea, Jonathan Osorio, Alonso Coelho, José Cifuentes, Djordje Mihailovic, Derek Etienne, Theo Corbianu. After enduring several weeks plagued by significant absences, Inter Miami eagerly welcomes Luis Suarez back to the forward line. Additionally, the team regains the services of Telasco Segovia, who returns to action following a suspension from accumulated yellow cards. However, head coach Javier Mascherano must continue to navigate without the contributions of Alan Obando and David Ruiz. Considering this, Inter Miami will play as follows: Oscar Ustari, Ian Frey, Noah Allen, Maximiliano Falcon, Jordi Alba, Tadeo Allende, De Paul, Sergio Busquets, Baltasar Rodriguez, Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez.